Hi everyone. So this morning I have a little bit of extra time. So I'm going to put together a Saskatoon berry crumble and I'm going to show you how to do it. It's really simple, easy recipe. And we're going to cook it on the wood stove. But you don't need a wood stove to cook it, so don't worry about that. You can use your regular stove. And if you don't have Saskatoon berries, you can make the same thing with any kind of berries you have, blueberries, strawberries, a mixture of berries, raspberries, or it's just like you can do it with apples too. So it's quick and easy, nice homestead dessert that doesn't cost much, and it's very, very good. So if you don't know what Saskatoon berries are, at the end of the video, I will put up a little link there to show you one of my other videos of where and how to find Saskatoon berries. They're amazing berry. So thanks for watching and please like and subscribe. Okay, so we're going to use just any 9 by 8 inch pan that you have, and I am just got a little bit of butter here and I got a little bag there, and I'm just going to grease the pan. I like to do this first because sometimes I forget to do it, and then I go to pour everything in and then it's like, oops, I forgot to grease the pan. So there we go, just all buttered up, all the sides and the bottom all nice. And that way we won't get things sticking on there. Our pastry blender and a fork. If you don't have one of these, just use a fork. It's still gonna work fine. No worries about things. We're going to add 1.5 cups of oats. You can use large flake oats like I have on the top here, or you can use quick oats too, which I've added on the bottom there. I probably got a 50-50 mix. Use whichever one you have. It doesn't matter which one you use. So 1.5 cups of oats, 1 cup of flour, just all-purpose flour is good. 1 cup of brown sugar, and you always pack your brown sugar down when you're measuring it. Cinnamon. 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. I used a pretty big heaping teaspoon there because we like cinnamon. So I used a little bit more. And then salt. I just have pink Himalayan salt here. And just 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Goes in there. And then 1 cup of butter and cubed butter. So I'll just put this down. I'm just going to mix it up for a little minute here to get some of those in before we add our butter. Okay. So we'll add our 1 cup of cubed butter right in here. And just sort of mix it around here for a minute before we get the pastry blender in there. The reason we're cubing our butter here and using a pastry blender is because we want little tiny pieces of butter to go into all the other ingredients, and that way it'll make it like a more fluffier, lighter, crisp. If you just poured melted butter in there, it would probably make it like more harder. I probably could have used a bigger bowl, a much bigger bowl. Oh well, we will deal with it. So the pastry blender just makes all of your butter into smaller and smaller pieces and coats each little piece of butter with our mixture here. Okay, it looks like we're getting there now. You want it to look sort of like a crumbly oatmeal. Not great big hunks and not too little of hunks. So that looks about perfect now. Okay, so I'm going to take my greased baking dish here, and I'm going to take half of this mixture and pour on the bottom. Like so. And this is be sort of like a crust we're making here. So this we want to pat down. And you can see little chunks of butter there. They're not fully incorporated. That's exactly how we want it. Okay, so that's perfect. We're going to set that aside. We have a heavy bottom pot here, stainless steel, and 6 cups of berries here. They're still frozen, so I'm just going to put those in our pot. So I'm just going to take these over to the wood stove and let them slowly unthaw, and then I'll add our other ingredients. So our Saskatoon berries are over on the wood stove here, and they have all unthawed just beautiful. So now I am going to add a bit of maple syrup in there. So approximately 1/4 to half a cup of maple syrup is what you're going to want to add here. You do it sort of to taste. If you don't like things too sweet, then only put like 1/4 cup in. If you like things a little sweeter, go up to half a cup. And use real maple syrup. And then all we're going to do here is bring these guys up to a boil. While I'm here, I'm going to check. I actually have a moose roast on for supper, so this berry crumble will go excellent with the moose roast. I will, at the end of the video, I'll link the video on how to cook this. And I'm just going to check it here, see how it's doing. Oh, it's looking beautiful. Smells good. So that's going to be a beautiful supper. Moose roast with carrots and potatoes and Saskatoon berry crumble. Okay, so I just did a bit of pot switching around there. I had my big pot right up here where we get the most heat. And I have usually that pot on there just to have moisture in our house. It's just water in it. So I switched it around and put our berries over here. And they're just coming up to a nice boil now. So I'll let them boil there for a minute or two. And now I'm just going to add some arrowroot starch to them. So a good heaping teaspoonful should be plenty just to get them nice and thickened up. You can add cornstarch if you use cornstarch. I prefer arrowroot starch, but if you have cornstarch, use cornstarch. Use what you have. And you can see they're already starting to thicken up just beautiful. So we'll just stir for about a minute here the starch in over the heat and get them nice and thick and beautiful. You don't want to leave them because you don't want them to burn. Okay, that looks done to me. So now we have our berry mixture here. You can see how it is nice and thick and beautiful. We're just going to pour that right on top of the bottom of our crisp here. And we're just going to spread it out. A little bit of a stick in there. I didn't do a very good job at cleaning those berries. But that's okay. We found it. Okay. So now we have a package of cream cheese. And all we're going to do is slice it up and put it on top here. Then all we're going to do is get the rest of our crumble here and put right over top. And just spread it out all nice and even, like that. Oops. And it is ready to go in the oven. So if you're just cooking this in a regular oven, bake it at 350 for about 30 minutes. I'm putting it in the wood stove. I'll put it in, then halfway through, I'll turn it, and then it should just be perfect. So when we open our oven on our wood stoves, we like to open them quick and shut them quick. And my thermometer out here doesn't work, so that's not the real temperature in there. Just so you know. So we open them quick. Put stuff in quick. And close it quick. And when we're baking in this oven, that side of the oven's going to be hotter than this side of the oven. So halfway through, I'm just going to quickly open up the door and switch it around. That way we won't get one side of our crisp really well done and one side not. It's not like your conventional oven where you have a fan in there making sure every part of the oven is the same. So we're going to leave that there for 15 minutes, flip it, another 15 minutes, and then bring it out. Okay, so our Saskatoon Berry Crisp has been in the oven for about half an hour now. We did turn it halfway through, and we're just going to take it out here and show you how it looks. Nice and beautiful, golden brown on top. You can see the berries bubbling there up in the corners, and it smells wonderful. So we'll just put it on the counter and let it cool down. So I'm just cutting into the blueberry crumble here and taking a little bit out to let you see it's cooled down. Oh, that just looks gorgeous. And we're going to have a little taste here. Very, very good. It's perfect. This is a perfect dessert to go with any wild game. And if you don't have Saskatoon berries, you can use blueberries or another type of fruit in there. Would be just as good. But believe me, Saskatoon berries, I don't know if they'd be as good. So good.